Okay, I have MC² from Equilibrium. I think this is only the second or third time this has been sent to the Boston area. It's a very popular double IPA from them. I have had only 2 beers from Equilibrium. I think their Time IPA that was pretty good, and then I had some special double IPA from them that was pretty darn good. So I made sure to snatch this up this time. This is canned July 7th, so it's less than 3 weeks old. 8% alcohol. I tried to figure out what hops are in this or any info, and I couldn't find much except that I guess this is almost like literally a doubled version of their Photon Pale Ale. That's why it's MC². So let's just give it a try. Kind of exciting to try a new brewery to me, and they're like big popular IPA. Interesting. It's not super hazy. It's a little bit dark. I wonder what malts they use. I can sort of see my finger through there. This glass is not perfectly beer clean, unfortunately. Head looks pretty good, actually. But this almost looks like they used some caramel malts and crystals, like a good amount in there, or they used maybe some flavorful English malts, base malts, like maybe they used Golden Promise or even Maris Otter in this beer. But it's surprisingly dark. I wasn't really expecting that. Hopefully that doesn't mean it's an off batch or something. Pretty fun label on there. Yeah, I'm getting some toasty malt in there. It smells good, but it's like bread and a deep spicy orange. I'm kind of assuming this is Citra Mosaic, just because every brewery has a double IPA or a single IPA that's their flagship or whatever that seems to be Citra Mosaic. But this has a really nice deep orange juiciness to it that is nice. It smells literally like citrus juice. A little bit of ruby red grapefruit in there, but that's what I'm liking about this so far. It doesn't smell just like cake and candy and juicy fruit gum and sweet tropical fruits. It's deep spicy orange oil, lemon oil. Yeah, just like straight clean citrus. I'm not getting much yeasty estery notes. Oh wow. The flavor brings in some yeastiness that's really unique. I've tasted stuff like this before. This is a big standout from a lot of stuff I've been reviewing lately. The mouth feels pretty full, but it's a very crushable. Low on the bitterness, but not quite too sweet, not too sweet. It has a nice toasty malt in there. It's not caramely, though. It's not like distracting that much. It's just adding another layer upon the beer of this toasty bread crusty malt flavor. It isn't exactly like fresh barley. And some really great IPAs, like some good Treehouse and Hill Farmstead IPAs, I get a smell and a taste of actual malted barley and the mash, like if you smell someone mashing in grains. I'm not really getting that in here. Actually, maybe a little bit. No, I guess that is barley. It's a really delicious barley flavor too. But not like unfermented, malt syrup. And there's plenty of really straight up juicy citrus. It's orange, ruby red grapefruit, lemon, lime. This is really nice. I'm trying to figure out, there is some kind of doughy, maybe yeast estery thing happening that's really unique. But maybe I've noticed this in like, I don't know if it was a foam beer. The foam beers I've had seem to be all over the place, so it's hard to compare with them. But I didn't really get this quality in the smell. The smell was just toasty malt and juicy citrus. And the feel is pretty soft. It's close to velvety. I bet this beer, when it's not in this situation where it's like super hot, I feel like when beers get warmed up, you know, even in the course of a few minutes, it can play with the mouthfeel and make it seem a little bit thinner, you know. Something that's super cold has a more viscous mouthfeel, you know. But despite it being hot and humid, it still has a really nice mouthfeel, and there's no booziness. And I really like that yeasty flavor and the doughiness. And so this is very good. And I'm enjoying it being not what so many people are doing these days, just these cake and candy tasting beers that are just taste like taffy and all that stuff. This is just really, really juicy, but then really, really malty, but not having all these other esters and things in the way. It doesn't have any of, a lot of times those estery beers come with some kind of medicinal phenols. This is a super clean beer. Really good. I'm just gonna pour the rest in there. And it's not super duper hazy either. Maybe the amped up version, Energy Equals, is a little bit hazier. It actually doesn't have as high of a rating, but maybe because sometimes the OG hyped up beers from breweries keep the high ratings. And yeah, that head looks really nice. It's thick and creamy. A little bit more haze came with the bottom of the can, but no chunks or anything. And a good carbonation. This is a 4.5 beer for me. Very, very good. Really glad I was able to grab this, but very unique. It's worth seeking out. Somehow I got this at a very inexpensive price. But I would say this might even be worth paying $20+ a 4-pack. It's up there. It's very different from Treehouse and Trillium. I mean, it hits the same notes, obviously, but really good. I'll probably be seeking out more Equilibrium. I'm glad that I could finally have a beer where I was like, yep, they are pretty darn good.